You smile. You nod. You say it's okay. Again, and again, and again. You've told yourself forgiveness is strength. That letting go is noble. That holding on to anger only hurts you. Maybe the world sees it that way. But inside, it's different. Inside, you're counting. Counting the times you swallowed your pride, swallowed your words, swallowed your pain. Counting the times they hurt you, ignored you, disappointed you. And yet, you forgave. You tell yourself it's hope. Hope that people will change. Hope that love will fix them. Hope that if you give enough, endure enough, bend enough, everything will somehow balance out. But the truth? You forgive because you're scared. Scared of losing them. Scared of conflict. Scared of being alone. So you compromise. You cave. You let it slide. And slowly, imperceptibly, it eats at you. You don't scream. You don't argue. You don't even cry out loud. You just smile. You nod. You say it's okay. And inside, your chest aches. Your heart feels heavy. You replay it over and over. The insult, the betrayal, the careless words. They're small maybe, but each one is a brick in a wall you can't tear down. You forgive, but the pain doesn't leave. It lingers. It festers. You tell yourself it's not there, that you're strong, that you're kind. But late at night, when the world is quiet, the walls speak, and they whisper the truth you try to hide. You are tired, exhausted, hollowed out by your own generosity. People call you kind, gentle, loving, a peacemaker. They say you have a heart of gold, but only a few see the cracks. Only a few see the way you shrink so others can feel safe. And the worst part? You forgive because you want peace, but peace doesn't come. Every apology they offer, every "I'm sorry," every promise to do better is temporary, because nothing changes. And you forgive again, and again, and again. You start noticing the signs. How you apologize too much. How confrontation sends a cold shiver down your spine. How you take responsibility for things you didn't even do. Because keeping the peace, keeping them, feels safer than standing your ground. But inside, the resentment builds, quiet, hidden, invisible to the world. You tell yourself it's okay, that anger is selfish, that holding on to pain is weak, but it's there, like a shadow that follows you everywhere. Forgiveness without boundaries is not freedom. It's a trap, a prison, a silent cage made of hope and fear and love that wasn't meant to be endured this way. There's psychology behind it, trauma you survived, attachment styles that taught you to hold on at all costs, self-worth tied to being needed at any cost. You learned early that love is a currency, and you've been paying in full ever since. But the more you forgive, the less they see you. The more you bend, the less you exist. Your kindness becomes expected. Your tolerance becomes entitlement. They stop noticing the weight you carry because you carry it silently. And silence is invisible. And yet, you keep forgiving. Because the alternative feels unbearable. The alternative is confrontation. The alternative is loss. The alternative is being seen as unkind, unreasonable, selfish. So you endure. But here's the lesson nobody tells you. Forgiveness should never be a mask. It should lift you, not weigh you down. Boundaries aren't cruelty, they're clarity. Saying no isn't weakness, it's strength. Choosing yourself isn't selfish, it's survival. And maybe that's the hardest truth. The ones who need forgiveness most aren't the ones who hurt you. It's you. You need forgiveness for letting them cross the line too many times. Forgiveness for thinking that enduring their pain was love. Forgiveness for not seeing the prison you built around your own heart. So this time, you smile. You nod. And inside, it's different. Because now, you're forgiving yourself. Freeing yourself. Reclaiming yourself. You don't need their approval anymore. You don't need their love to validate your worth. You don't need to endure endless pain for the sake of peace. You are enough. You always were. You just forgot. And finally, you stop shrinking. You stop apologizing for breathing. You stop forgiving at the expense of your soul. Kindness isn't weakness. Love isn't self-destruction. Forgiveness isn't a prison. It's a gift, but only if it's given to the right person. And the first person who deserves it is you.